Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and yes, today we are going to be looking at 3 games from Tomorrow Corporation. Although this one says it was made by 2D Boys, so I don't know whether maybe it was a different name when it began, but that's not the point. The point is, we're going to be using this Joy-Con as though it were a Wii Remote. Yes, these games support as though it were a Wii Remote, which a lot of people were talking about when these were first revealed and announced, because they got all the motion controls and stuff. And how does it work? Well, frankly, it works pretty well, but in order to do that, I've got to set up. So, you know, it's connected right now, but if I press A, it's going to change the screen. It's going to tell me to put it down on a... Hang on, I didn't think this through. I've got to go over to a flat surface. Give me a moment. I'm going to leave. There we are. Pick it up, and then it tells me, if I can get back into position, it tells me to point it at the center of the screen and press plus, because it doesn't know where the center point is. So I'm going to do that. And the thing is, you can also do that wherever you want. It doesn't have to be at the center of the screen. Wherever's comfortable. So for example, left, right. And if I want to, I can just recenter it so that... In fact, you know, I'm going to do it a little bit higher up so that you can see. There we go, I've put it center now. It's a bit awkward for me, but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you. Now, I've already done a bit of this, so we're going to be going in a little bit... we're just going to basically carry on from where I left off. Now, I have played this game before, it has to be said. Yes, now it's got some information. This cave looks like it's been undisturbed for thousands of years, until now! When the pipe broke through the ceiling above, the sunlight must have blinded these rare albino goo balls. They didn't seem to begin to notice when it began to snow. Maybe they would wake up if they had something to jump onto. The sign painter. Thank you, Mr. Sign Painter. So, yes, the basic premise of this game, if you don't know, is to create these little goo balls so that they drop down, and so that they climb up on here, and the idea is to get all of the goo balls up here to this pipe. To do that, of course, you need to... Oh, come on, really? You're going to be like this? Hang on, I can't pick them up individually, can I? No. That'd be too easy. Oh, but I can roll them over like that. Marvellous. Let's slide that guy on there. Get that guy down there. Roly. And he wakes up, so I can pick him up. Now, we've got these rare albino goo balls. And I just need to create a structure that reaches the top, basically, now. By piling these guys on, you can do just that. Now, there is a limit to how far they'll stretch. So you have to be careful, and you do need to get a certain amount of goo balls out. So if I can... Yes, I can just about make it. So you can see down here it says I've got to get 8, and I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's going up. There's still one to go. 17. I will take that more than happily. So we go continue. Those guys are left behind. Don't shed too many tears for them. Fills up, and those are our albino goo balls in there. So I've got 9 extra goo balls in 11 moves. Now, I do believe that there's some sort of, like, bonus challenge, or at least there was in the past. And also, it's worth pointing out that... Oh, hang on. The ground shakes. What's happening? World of Goo Corporation. Now open. Yes, in the very sort of typical... There you are, then. So I wonder why I'm here. This is the World of Goo Corporation. I'm guessing... yes, I do remember. You've got to build a gigantic tower, which there's no way I can do just now. Public terminal, no new messages. Oh, that's interesting. You do have to build an absolutely gigantic tower to get up there. Let me just recenter things so that I can continue to have this marginally in camera view so that you can see I am indeed using it like this, and I'm not using a stick. Look. You can't get the sort of movement out of anything else. So, what does it say here? Open the gates and fly, monkeys, fly! But don't forget about me, okay? Sincerely, the Sign Painter. There's a great sort of feeling of humour in these games, and I think that's something that's sorely missed. So I believe... I've got to try and make it so that they're floaty. Can't use... Can I take those off when they're done? I can indeed. I've got 2 here. Whoa, hey! Okay, you can't take those through. Whoa! You've got to go down. Put those on there. Is that enough? Nope. I've got to grab one more. Go over. Whoa, hey! I do love the Tomorrow Corporation games. I think they've got a tremendous sense of humour about them. They don't take themselves too seriously. And, oh dear, I just recentered. I pressed the wrong button. Oh well, I'll just keep it out of shot. You understand what's going on now. They've got a great sense of humour, and it's just genuinely really good fun. And they're really fun games, as I just said, because they're really fun. I've already said that, haven't I? Okay, I think we're going to knock that on the head for World of Goo now, and we are going to move on to the second of our titles. And so to do that, I'm just going to go to the home menu and just go across, not Human Resource Machine, that comes later. We're going to go over to Little Inferno. I'm going to sign in as Alex, because that is me, if you hadn't worked that out. Warning, do not play with fire, very important warning. Okay, it's time to do this again. Hey, and we're back in business. Point it at the center of the screen and do that. You can press blah 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 to recenter anytime. Yeah, unfortunately you do have to do that every time, but it does calibrate it. It means that it's always going to be nice and, you know, suitable. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. It's just like going through a menu, to be honest. Little Inferno. Now this is probably, I don't want to say it's my favorite of the series, but it is very much up there. World of Goo is very good as well. The final game that we're going to look at, very, very different. Now, the basic principle of this game, if you didn't know, is you burn things. And it's as simple as that. That's a picture of... I'm not going to destroy that picture. I want to try and keep it for as long as possible. And you just burn things. Springtime combo, yeah, I got that set up when I was last here. And you get coins for burning things. And what do you do with these coins? Well, you go to the catalogue, and you... Oh, previous catalogue has no unpurchased items. Oh, gonna have to do that. Television, you buy things with those coins. They take a while to deliver, but I can skip this with 3 tokens. So we've now got a television, and it's actually showing what's happening on screen. That's rather freaky in some ways. What's this letter going to say? Breaking weather report. Ooh, it's going to be another cold one, folks. The snow's been coming down faster and faster. Every day colder than the last. That can't last forever. Hee. Build a nice cozy fire and stay warm inside, folks. Hee. Reporting from the weather balloon, over the smokestacks, over the city, the weatherman. There's just a great amount of charm in these games. So I'm just going to set this television on fire, because that's what you got to do. The little burst there, they all react differently. I'm going to burn that spider. Sorry, spider, but that's just the circle of life. That's giving me coins as well. And that is the basic principle of the game. It really is that straightforward. There are various combinations which are sort of alluded to here, like Generations combo, Bike Pirate combo. Some of them are really obvious like that, because I've already got them. Shows what I need, and I'm sure you know what Little Inferno is. If you don't, I mean, these are old games, but they're coming to the Switch. In fact, they're already out on the Switch. That's why we've got them. And so I'm just going to go in here. Ooh, purchase for 75 coins. I can get this raccoon plushie. I'm going to do that. And I'm gonna, what was in this letter? Oh, it was in that. And you can just burn the letters as well, because they take up inventory space. Ooh. Ooh, you can upgrade your mailbox. I'm gonna do that as soon as I've got enough money. Maybe this raccoon will give me enough money. It's rabid. It's foaming at the mouth. And yeah, it's a really weird game, but I really enjoy it. Oh! You've already found my second catalogue. Did you know? Your Little Inferno comes with a free instructional video. Love, Miss Nancy. What's
hey, this? Kids! Do you like toys?
I'm just gonna shut up.
You know what's more fun than playing with toys? Huh? Setting them on fire. With your new Little Inferno Entertainment Fireplace.
Yeah! It's Little Inferno. It's Little Inferno just for me. That burns at 100 billion degrees. It's Little Inferno just for me. I've got these old toys. I've got this box of memories. We'll shove them in the fire and breathe in the flaming potpourri. It's Little Inferno just for me. When I thought playing with fire was dangerous.
Well, you're right. But up out of your chimney, way up in the sky, it's been snowing for years, and we just don't know why. Our world is getting colder, but there's no need for alarm. Just sit by your fire, burn all of your toys, and stay warm.
It's Little Inferno, it's Little Inferno just for me. I've got the fireplace that burns at 100 billion degrees. It's Little Inferno just for me.
their heads burst. But of course... Oh, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the humor in this. I think it's absolutely fun. I kind of want to keep that. I want to be able to watch that whenever I like. But I think for the sake of my mailbox, I'm going to burn it. What have I got there? 2. Is that going to give me much? Just 1. But I got a ticket out of it as well. Yes, an important thing with the Switch version of these games, not only do they run brilliantly as you'd expect, because as great as the games are, they're not very sort of taxing, so you'd expect them to run well, and they do. But what's most important is unique to the Switch versions, in an update coming a week after release, supposedly, hopefully it's only a week because I want to do a video on it as soon as possible, there will be an update, and you will be able to play these games multiplayer, except Human Resource Machine. I believe that is only single player, but these 2 games that I played previously, they're going to be multiplayer. That's big, because these are great fun. And I'm just going to burn a few more things. What I've got here, space heater, that seems to be a bit ironic that I'm setting that on fire. A squirrel whistle. They are ridiculous. I'm just going to skip these just so I can crack on, because I want to get on with Human Resource Machine as well. What does this space heater do? Can it set other things on fire, maybe? Let's put this squirrel whistle on it. Yep, it sets itself on fire as expected. Is this going to whistle? It sort of makes squirrel sounds. It's a little bit grotesque to say these. Little Inferno Fireplace is pretty much my favorite game, even though it doesn't make any sense. Buy stuff, burn it, and it gives you more money than when you started. I love free stuff. That can't last forever. Oh, I hope they release a free update of Little Inferno Fireplace with pink locks from Sugar Plumps. Ah, P.S. Shh. That thing in the back, it looks like a face, but it's not. PPS, but it can see you. That's a little bit worrying. I remember something about that in the back, but I don't remember anything particular, so I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But yes, that is Little Inferno. It's going to be multiplayer soon on the Switch, and you can use it like it's a Wii remote, and that's good fun. It's good fun for me. It's Little Inferno just for me. Okay, now last but not least, we're going to have a really quick look at Human Resource Machine, because whilst the others have more stuff going for them, this is very similar to the original. Again, you know, sort of you can use, I'm using this, you know, it's Wii remote mode all the way. Who are you? This optional area is for high-performing employees only. Is that you? Well, you're late. 7 years late. We need to make some changes around here. I will say 100% performance increase. From this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. Yeah, triple room for everything in the inbox, triple it, and outbox the result. Right, now this is basically kind of like a coding teaching game. It's really interesting. So what I want to do is go to the inbox. So from inbox, I need to triple it. So copy to 0, that'd be great, yep. Then add 0, add 0, and then outbox, so that'll triple it, and then jump from the start to the finish, and that should give me tripling everything and putting it in the outbox. And that is it. It's as straightforward as that. So it's basically teaching you coding. It's fantastic. Size challenge, yes, complete in 24 or fewer steps. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you basically just do that. It's as straightforward, and you can use the Wii remote. Honestly, it's an excellent game. It really is. You can always check your own performance, blah, blah, blah. The green lights next to each button on the elevator will tell you what you're doing. Anything more thrilling than self-improvement. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to do this one because it looks like it's going to be a hard one. I'm going to go with the straightforward ones because I don't want to hang around too long on this, not just because my camera's battery is running exceedingly low. Your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. Yeah, you've got to do things in a certain amount. So send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. Right, okay. So send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. So inbox, jump if 0, down here, so outbox there. So I want to take everything that isn't 0 from the inbox to the outbox. So from inbox, I want to jump if 0, so that's an if there, and then I want to copy to, and then I just want to go back to the inbox, I suppose, and then jump. In fact, no, that needs to go there, and then jump right back to the beginning. That should work. Let's find out. 8. Ah! Bad management expected FBU outbox 8. What? Expected F, but outbox 8. but jump F0, but I can't. Let's play that and see what happened. So 6, yeah. 0, yeah. D. It's expected D, so it can't be as straightforward as that. Because that counts as 0. Oh lordy, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit too complicated for me to be able to do in the time. So instead, that is Human Resource Machine. It is basically a coding style game. You've seen the 2 previous games. You've seen this all happen by using this as basically a Wii remote. It's fantastic. And yeah, these games are all available to download now on the Nintendo Switch, so make sure you check them out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you waggle that subscribe button like it's a good old-fashioned Wii remote, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.